Chapter 2, Section 4, Variables and Equations, starts on page 80. An equation is simply a mathematical sentence with an equal sign. So there's an example of an equation. Y equals 8x plus 2. Now there are different types of equations. We classify them. An open sentence is an equation with one or more variables. So this is an open sentence. If you don't see variables, it's not an open sentence. So when we have equations, we can classify them as true or false. So this is not an open sentence. There's no variables. But is it true? 6 plus 8 equals 14. Is that true? Yes. Then this is a true equation. An example of a false equation. 6 plus 8 equals 13. Well, 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 does not equal 13, so this one is false. And once again, there's an open sentence. These are not open sentences. So for your activity in the packet, you're going to test whether a value is a solution of an equation to make it true. So I chose number 1. The solution you're given is -1. Is that a possible solution? So I'm going to plug it in. 9 times -1 equals 10 minus -1. I just plugged in -1 for k. 9 times -1 is -9. 10 minus -1, well, if you remember, if you're subtracting a negative, you're actually adding a positive. So 10 plus 1, -9 equals 11. That is not true. This is a false equation, so our answer is no. -1 is not a solution of this equation. Example 2. -7r minus 15 equals 2r. -2r, excuse me. Is -3 a solution? Let's test it out. I'm going to plug it in. -7 times -3. Plug that in for r. Minus 15 equals -2 times -3. Just plug that in. So a negative times a negative is a positive. So -7 times -3 is 21. Negative times a negative is a positive. -2 times -3 is positive 6. 21 minus 15 equals 6. 6 equals 6. So that is true. And yes, -3 is a solution. The last part of Chapter 2, Section 4 in our packet, Practice 2.4, gives you word sentences that you have to turn into number sentences and then say if they are true or false or an open sentence. The product, so I'm multiplying, the product of 13 and -7 is 91. Actually, that should say -91. 13 times -7 to 91. The answer is negative because they're different signs that I'm multiplying. So is that sentence true? Yes. -91 equals -91. So that is true, and it is not an open sentence because there is no variable.